Okay, here's a nice full body stretch. It requires some already flexibility. I'll try to make modifications as we go along. Do your best to follow and be safe. This is a good ending to any workout. You're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, standing nice and tall, arms to the ceiling. Look up to your hands. On your exhalation, you're going to bring your arms down, relaxing your shoulders. Drop your chin to your chest and start to roll down through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. If you need to bend the knees so your hands can touch the floor, do that. Just soften the knees. Hang, arms hanging like noodles. Neck is relaxed, head is heavy. You should feel a nice release in your vertebrae. You're going to walk your hands and feet out so that you're in a plank position. And then you're going to step one leg through to a lunge. Drop the back knee down, place the foot on the floor, and bring your hands to your knee. Feeling a stretch in that front hip flexor. If you need to steady yourself on something, stay close to a chair or a sofa so that you can steady yourself. Breathing strong. Make sure your foot is pointed back there. You don't want to be up on the ball of your foot. You need to be able to relax into that stretch. Keep the ab connection. Even though this is a stretch, you don't want to let that go. You don't want everything hanging out. We want to keep it all pulled tight. A proper stretch to last anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. And you're feeling the muscles that you're thinking about releasing. Next, you're going to take your hand that's on the bent leg side, place it on the floor next to you, and take the arm over the top to stretch your obliques and your lateral muscles. This will also deepen the stretch into that hip flexor as long as you're sinking forward. Keep the neck relaxed. Good. Bring your hands to the floor on the inside of your standing foot. Flex that back foot. Press up out of your lunge, and then you're going to rotate into a turned out stretch here. Now for some people, this leg, the foot, the heel may be off the floor, and that's fine as long as you feel no strain in the knee. If you feel strain in the knee, take the leg a little further out, and your bottom may not drop all the way to the floor as mine will. So you can always stay here. The stretch is for the inner thigh of the long leg and the inner thigh of the bent leg. So here's one modification right here. More advanced, way down here, pressing that knee out. Again, keeping that ab connection. And if you can, get way down into the stretch. Relaxing your glutes, relaxing the hip of that long leg. Hands back to the floor, press back up to come back to your neutral lunge position. And again, hold 15 to 30 seconds. Place that hand down onto the floor. Tuck the back leg up under the front leg. Sit on your bottom. Try to get both cheeks on the floor and keep rotating your spine around. Pull that knee. The idea, eventually, is to get that foot flat on the floor. But like me, you may be tight in your hip, so you can let the foot turn slightly onto the pinky toe and just gently give that a hug as you're rotating around your spine. Keep the navel to spine connection so you're not relaxing here. We want to think spiraling vertically towards the sky. With each exhalation, try to rotate more. Unwind till you're kneeling on your back leg. That front leg will extend forward into a hamstring stretch. Now, if this knee bothers you in this position, sitting on your heel, here's your alternative. Sit on your butt. Let that leg go here. Reach forward for your foot. If this is still uncomfortable, both legs, reach for your feet. We want to focus on that right leg as far as this side. So you can just really pull on that foot as you're doing this stretch. It is a slight twist towards it on purpose, so that we're getting a little bit of a stretch in that oppositional side of the back. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my original. Bend forward, hanging, stretching that hamstring on the long leg side. Relax the neck and shoulders. Relax your arm. There should be no tension. That's the issue with stretching, is that we tend to hold so much tension. You want to let as much of that go and breathe deeply into the area that you're stretching to help it kind of spread, excuse me. Feel the muscles releasing and spreading. The next stretch is called a figure 4. So what you'll do is take that straight leg, bend the knee in front, take the bottom leg and stretch it behind you. Now again, this is a very advanced body position. So I'm going to show you another alternative in just a second. But for those advanced and more flexible people, here you're going to be. Hips are squared off, over the bent leg, forward here. For those yogis, as you know, this is called a pigeon stretch. So for my beginner, sort of inflexible bodies, what you can do is lay on your back, take the leg that you're stretching and cross the ankle over the knee. Pull that position, that shape, lace the arm through between the legs, grab that opposite knee and pull that towards you. You're going to get the same stretch. You've got to think about releasing that glute and that hip. Good. Keep holding that position and breathing. Again, 15 to 30 seconds. Once you've finished the pigeon stretch or the figure 4 stretch, you're going to press back into your plank where we started. Walk your hands back towards your feet, placing your heels on the floor. And then roll up through your spine. And we'll go on to the second side. I'm just going to go through it this time. If you need to recall the modifications, please go back into the video and figure those out. You can also find ways to do these stretches on your own elsewhere using an elevated surface or whatever outside forces, a yoga strap or anything like that. Okay, I'm just going to go through the second side now. I want you to stay with me because we are going to do some arm stretches at the end. Okay, now to stretch the arms. You can sit or stand for this. I'm just gonna kneel, make it easier. Somewhere in between the two. All right, so first we're gonna take one arm across the chest, taking the other arm and pulling it towards you. Now as you do this, make sure that your shoulder is pressing down away from the ears. I like to start with my thumb up. This is the first place we're gonna start. You're gonna get a nice stretch across the rear delts and a little bit into the medial delt here. Next, you're going to turn your thumb to the back of the room. It's going to change a little bit of where you feel it in the shoulder because we're working in a different rotation. And then I'm going to take that thumb and turn it all the way down. Turn the head a few times. Take that arm. Take your hand and place it behind your neck, right at the base of your skull. Take the other arm across, grab the elbow and pull it towards your head. Still dropping your shoulder, those trapezius muscles, drop those down. Keep that navel to spine connection. Keep your fingertips going down your back. I'll turn around. Great stretch for your triceps. And release. Take the other arm across and pull. Breathing deep, relax the shoulders and the neck. Come up, sorry, to start.
Just get this thing over there.
Thumb to the back. And thumb down. Arm up and over to the neck. Grab the elbow and pull towards you. Relax those neck muscles. One side is bound to be tighter than the other, so really pay attention and breathe. Good. Now to stretch the front side, you're going to grab the hands behind your back, trying or interlacing the fingers behind you, trying to bring your wrists together and stretching the arms back. So you're opening your chest, stretching those arms back. So we're getting a nice pectoral stretch and anterior deltoid stretch here. Look up towards the ceiling, dropping those shoulders down, breathing your stress away. And finally, for your biceps, if you have a wall or a chair or something close by, take your hand, place it on that wall or chair, and start turning away. You're going to get a nice stretch in the bicep, in the forearm. Again, thumb is up to begin. Work safely. Make sure you still have your navel to spine connection. And then you can turn the palm over, thumb down, to change it up just a little bit in the bicep. And for the second arm, thumb up, turn away, press the palm of the hand into that wall, and then turn the hand over,